And welcome to part 5 of the Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus playthrough. Scroll over to Murray, and he's playing on a PlayStation there. I thought that was really fun. Like the little things that they have with Murray here, and just I think this is technically inside the van. That's a really big van, by the way. On the inside, not the outside.
It's always really funny when there's like a building or something in general that looks really small, and then on the inside it's like a mansion.
Oh yeah, I always love that. I think that's the thing in movies, because they actually have to like build the insides of buildings and such. I think they don't actually go out to buildings all that much, the actual buildings, to film inside of there. They just make their own little thing in studio. And so when they're like they have to do like an outside panorama shot, they just have to find a random building and say, yeah, that one.
It works for me.
Works for me.
One plane someone's already heard on the field.
Uh-oh. Was it Oregon?
No, it's Utah State.
Oh, that means you're happy, right?
I never want to see a player hurt.
Okay.
I'm not a douche.
Unless
it's a soccer player, right?
Then I just don't believe if they're actually injured.
You don't believe in ghosts, do you?
Exactly.
My scanners have picked up verifiable paranormal.
But go back to that. There's actually a fun fact. Do you guys know that movie, The Shining?
Yes.
Did you guys know that the outside part of the mansion, not the inside part, the outside part is they use the outside of the Timberline Lodge that's up in Mount.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah, Mount. Is it Mount Hood, or am I thinking of something else?
I thought it was Timberline.
Yeah, Timberline Lodge. We use the outside Timberline Lodge. It's like in north part of Oregon.
They say if you look carefully,
I'm liking it.
you can find the man's frozen body still there.
Right.
Oh, what a great pass, baby!
This is Cam. This is what Cameron says every time that we mention frozen bodies.
For those who don't understand the context, I am watching a football game.
Yeah.
It's Saturday night college football.
Saturday college football bowl games, Oregon State versus Utah State.
Yep, it's the thing. And this is
there he goes! And that's a fucking touchdown!
Somebody's happy. Like one person watching this video who actually cares about that.
Yeah, and his name is Cameron.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's Cameron watching our video.
I actually barely even watch our videos.
Makes sense.
Oh.
The best part is the guy who scored the touchdown, his last name is Irish.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Could you explain, like, when exactly did college football start getting televised?
It's been televised for a long time now.
Oh, well, I forgot I freaking did this.
There, freeze that.
Full screen.
Okay, freeze that.
Tighten up on
Oh my god.
Zoom in right here on this spot.
With the right equipment, the image could be enlarged and sharpened.
What's that?
It's an enhancement program.
Can you clear that up any?
I don't know. Let's see.
Like a whole sequence.
6 more.
Wait, stop.
But it mostly kind of started in close to the 1940s.
Go back to the hard.
I have no idea how I died right
Got
there.
an image enhancer that can fit that?
Maybe we can use the produce send method to see into the windows.
This software is state of the art. The eigenvalue.
I just freaking collapsed on my
Enlarge the
face.
Z-axis.
Enhanced. Freeze and enhance.
Was that fucking like 10 different movies you were pulling from to make that work?
I recognized one of them as SVU.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of like TV cop shows like Law and Order, NCIS, numbers and a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm not.
Oh my god, I
familiar with.
recognize SVU.
But I have no idea how I died there, because what signifies that you get hit this game is that your outline glows red. I did not glow red that time, and I died. So I have no idea what the hell happened. So I tried enhancing as much as possible.
He just fucking gave up.
He just like, I'm swinging at these guys, now I'm gonna collapse on my face. Bonk.
We're taking nap, guys. Hold on.
Bentley's like, Sly, why are you sleeping on the job?
So do we, buddy.
Go back to what you were saying before, Cam. Cam?
Cam is dead.
He's there anymore. Okay, never mind then. Cool. I just wondered because like I don't think college football has that big of an audience per se. Like it has a televised audience for sure, but like it's not as big as the mainline NFL. But what do I know? The answer to that? Not much. Oh man.
What do I know? Not a lot.
Yeah, not a lot. But what do I know? Not much.
You've done it! The Mojo force field is down.
Alright, so the next world that we're in here is Haiti. Like the very marshy swamps of Haiti. That's where our next page is, our next boss is. And so this is where we are at. And again, we have to clear the entrance level before we can actually enter the main hub of the world. And so, here we are. The main hub.
This is it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, very dark, very swampy, very marshy. It's very disgusting.
Very much centered.
Very much centered.
Our head coach actually played for Oregon State.
Our head coach?
The Oregon State's head coach.
Oh, okay.
He actually played in 2001 for Oregon State.
Oh, interesting. That's actually something that I heard the other day of like, do like former players of teams actually make good coaches or not?
They can.
They can, but that's not necessarily guaranteed.
It's not always guaranteed, but there are a few. There are a few like players like they weren't great in like when it came to playing football, but they were great at coaching it.
Okay.
Both the Harbaugh brothers are both Jim and John Harbaugh. They were not great NFL players. They were good college players, but they are great coaches.
Okay. Interesting.
The only other, I think, like actual good player and good coach would probably be Mike Ditka.
I've heard of him. What's he from?
Well, he played, I believe he played for the Chicago Bears as a tight end, and then he became a head coach for the Bears.
Okay.
And he was good as both, I believe.
Okay. Now I don't know why I've heard of him. It's probably through.
He's known as the Chicago demigod.
Okay. That still doesn't explain.
And you might see, like, you could see, like, jokes around where, I think they call them, like, Ditka superfans, but they literally dress as, like, this, like, stereotypical Chicago guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
To be a Ditka superfan, you have to dress like a stereotypical Chicago guy and hate the Packers.
Oh, poor Clark.
Oh yeah. But I already fit half of that because I already hate the Packers.
How are they this year? Actually, I don't know because Clark hasn't talked about it a lot.
Actually pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, now that they have pissed off Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
Yeah. That man actually grew out his hair to do a John Wick thing for Halloween.
Oh really?
Oh man.
Yeah, and he fits the part fucking well.
That's fun, actually.
Like, he actually looked good as
John Wick.
as John Wick. Yeah.
Man, I forgot the main character's name of John Wick.
His name is John Wick.
Oh, that's his name. Yeah, I forgot. I'm like the
No,
biggest.
his name is Juan Vic.
Juan Vic. Right?
Juan Vic.
Juan Vic.
His name is Say.
But the only Vic we know in football terms is Michael Vick.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And those who know football know who Michael Vick is and his crimes.
Crimes.
Yeah, he was arrested for a giant dogfighting scandal.
Oh.
What?
And he spent, I think, like a year or two in prison for it.
I see. Alrighty then.
He's rehabilitated.
Okay.
And he actually even started, I believe, a charity to for dogs and shit.
Interesting. Already. That's a.
But he still gets a lot of shit.
Neat redemption arc.
Yeah.
Best character. Who was that guy that we were talking about like a while ago now from some team that you didn't like because he did like some criminal offense for something?
Antonio Brown?
I think so, yeah.
The piece of shit Antonio Brown?
Yeah. What did he do again?
What didn't he do is the question.
Okay.
He has been accused of rape. Been accused of sexual assault. He has assault and batteried people. He has he literally had a court hearing for a speeding ticket. And he also was being sued for throwing furniture off a 14th floor balcony.
What the hell?
That almost hit a toddler.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's just some of the things he's done.
That's just the tip of the iceberg.
He's really going for that 100% on criminal record.
That's some of the things he's done.
He's doing a 100% completion run.
his on-field antics I think are just as bad.
So is he still playing?
Yeah.
What the
Holy
fuck?
shit.
Yeah, he's with Tampa Bay right now.
What?
And he, of course, the only reason he's playing with Tampa Bay is because Tom Brady's there.
Okay.
It has come clear by last season, hell, even almost 2 seasons ago, that Antonio Brown at this point is just ring chasing. He's just going to join a team because he has a high chance of getting a Super Bowl ring.
Oh, that's what that means. Okay. Okay, and
that's the reason he has a Super Bowl ring with the Bucks.
And the reason why he's not been arrested yet, right? Or like.
Oh no,
like
he served some jail time.
Okay, some jail time. Okay.
But he's only served the jail time for the assault and battery.
Only for the assault and battery.
Yeah.
Really? What happened with the other offenses?
I don't know.
Okay.
I literally do not know. But I will always say, Antonio Brown is a piece of shit.
Yeah, alright.
Who does not deserve to have a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, or like any ring whatsoever.
Yeah. He is a guy you wouldn't even trust with a marriage ring.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't help that he's essentially. This is how much big of a piece of shit he is. He calls out his father for still paying child support to his mother because he has like 8 siblings.
Wait.
But yet, Brown
confused.
does the same thing for his kids.
Wait, I'm confused on what that means now.
it means he shit-talked his father on Twitter because his father was talking about Antonio because of his antics.
Okay.
And lashed him because he still pays child support to Antonio's mother. Because he has 8 siblings. Who are all, like, younger than him. And some who might still be kids. But yet, Antonio Brown is doing the exact same thing for his kids. He is paying child support.
Oh, okay, I get it. So, like, he's pissed at his dad because he's not being there, and he's really mad about him for not being there, and that's why he's paying child support.
He's essentially mad at his dad for no reason, in a way.
Okay.
And it's funny because Antonio says that, of course, he could only get notoriety by talking about, or like notice about talking about Antonio. Well, none of your other kids are going out and doing illegal shit and doing stupid shit. So when you become the face of doing stupid shit in the NFL, of course you shouldn't be surprised when your own father's trying to tell you to get help.
I see. Okay, I understand it now. I'm actually curious about this now because you're involved. You're kind of involved with all the NFL.
You're more invested in it than we are.
Backstage drama, if you will.
Yeah, I know a lot about backstage drama when it comes to NFL.
Alrighty, then, with that said, how actually common is it among NFL players that they are actually, like, they've done some criminal offenses and are still playing on teams?
Oh, if you're talking, there's been a decent amount. Even kind of like the 80s and 90s, and even till this day. Who was it? No, it was Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt, I believe, abused his girlfriend and still plays in the NFL.
And served no punishment?
I'm not even sure on that.
Okay. That's what I'm the most curious about.
Adrian Peterson, who unfortunately plays for Seattle, his was a little bit under the radar and is a lot more forgotten at today. But he abused his kids.
Oh.
But that was a long time ago and has gotten a lot more under the radar.
Oh, right.
Let's see.
Welcome to the Sly Cooper playthrough, by the way.
Yeah, Sly Cooper, where we talk about football.
Football and child abuse.
Well, one of us is playing DMC5.
Yeah. Who was it? I can't use that one because that was never confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't use Ezekiel Elliott because his was never confirmed.
There seems to be a common theme here.
Yeah, very much so. Which is
a lot of it is abuse.
Yeah, which is very kind of concerning.
I think a lot of people know about Ray Rice.
Huh?
Ray Rice. He was a former NFL player for the Baltimore Ravens. He, I think, beat up his girlfriend multiple times. And he still played. Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis actually murdered a man.
What?
And still played. But I think from what I heard, I think he got out under a technicality.
Okay.
And I think they say it was never proven, a lot of people kind of just... It's like O.J. Simpson.
Okay.
Who you can also throw on this list. Yeah, O.J. Simpson was a football player. He was running back for the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
He was also one of the leading rushers for the Bills for a long time.
It seems to be a recurring theme.
Yeah, it's either abuse or murder.
And still playing, and very unclear if any of them got punishments.
Well, obviously O.J. Simpson doesn't play anymore. Ray Rice is retired. Ray Lewis is retired. I believe Kareem Hunt still plays. Like I said, I can't count Elliott because His was never proven. A lot of it has been either sexual assault, sexual violence, domestic abuse. Those have been like the three main like that and outside of like in the 80s
crime.
in like in the 80s and 90s it was drugs. It was drugs. It was mostly cocaine in the 80s and 90s.
You know, honestly, drugs were very common in the 80s and 90s.
Well, in the 80s and 90s, who didn't do cocaine?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's
like even NFL like legend Lawrence Taylor did cocaine.
Yeah, like so it's not like a good point to hold them against, seeing how different times were back then. Yeah, everybody did cocaine.
I think there's a lot more in college actually than NFL.
That does not make it better.
What is that whole Yale thing?
Yale thing?
Yeah, Yale thing.
What do you mean, Yale thing?
Well, I think for one that he was probably a closet homosexual who did a lot of cocaine at Yale thing.
I mean, if you've heard about the famous SMU case.
No, I have not.
An entire college football team was shut down due to multiple NCAA violations. Southern Methodist University in Texas. There was a bunch of crimes from like, what was it? It was like taking bribes and shit. I believe it was also paying players, which is a huge no-no in the NCAA.
Paying players?
Yeah. You cannot pay college players.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Bribing college players to come to the team. That you cannot do. Yeah, from what I know, I don't think college players get paid at all.
Yeah. Oh, it's technically because like the football there is technically a class, right?
Yes. It was also, you know, again, football, steroids and shit.
Oh yeah.
So that they got, I think they faced like, they did not play for, I think for like 3 seasons maybe. Yeah, it was called the NCAA death penalty.
Death penalty?
Yeah. It's only happened once and it had made 31 schools have committed 2 major violations in the past 5 years, thus making them eligible for the death penalty. However, the NCAA has seriously considered shutting down a Division I sport only 3 times. Since then, against Kentucky men's basketball team in 1989, Penn State football in 2012, and Texas State. Let's see if I can find what more information on the SMU, which we can continue into next video.